Hey squirrels, have you seen this Pokemon Ash and Pikachu Path to Victory Showcase Series build from Mega? It is quite the collector building set of 18 and up challenge. And thank you Mattel for sending over this product for free for SquirrelStampede to check out and share with you guys today. It's a pretty impressive sculpture build of Ash and Pikachu. In fact, Ash is so huge, I think I'm starting to call him Tiny Ash. I think he can help me out on my daily tasks. Oh, Tiny Ash, could you let one of the squirrels inside, please? Thank you. Yeah, Tiny Ash is going to be so helpful around the house. And for World Pokemon Day, I'm going to share my 5 most favorite cards. What could they be? Well, this build is huge with Ash over 12 inches in height and about 1,576 pieces, so we have to get busy and build the path to victory.
SquirrelStampede!
Please like,
Share!
and Squirrel!
Gots to say, Mega actually does a better job than Lego on their showcase boxes. They are totally reusable, great for restorage. Cut the tape on the sides, untuck the flange here, opening up to a world of Ash and Pikachu. Instructions, even fancy with this Mega. Pokemon Champion Ash Ketchum is ready to build, featuring full articulation and his iconic champion Pikachu. There they are. How many stages? Or steps or sequences? We're gonna go with the red section for Ash, the yellow section of course for Pikachu, brown section for the base, and a few extra pieces. Feels organized pretty well, and I'm going all the way up to step 328 maybe for this set build. And all the pieces inside. Okay, how do we get into the rest of this? A pull tab maybe right here, and we'll open to find a bunch of pieces. How many bags do we have in here? Bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. I believe this is all Ash. Bag 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's gotta be his pants. 10 more Ash pants. 11, 12. Oh, there are so many micro pieces here. 13, we must be moving into Pikachu. 14, yes, I see Pikachu's faceplate. 15, 16, 17, 18. Now I think we're at the base. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and finally, 25 bags of this showcase build. 25 bags! But to be reasonable, most of these bags are not full of too many pieces. I can't see more than 100 pieces or 50 pieces for many of these bags. This one has got some really teeny tiny pieces. This is way more intricate. Way more intricate than I predicted in my mind. Perhaps as in the past we would just build one Pokemon or one little scene. Now we're building a whole human trainer. Pikachu microbiome. It's gonna be great. Well, let's clear this out. Let's try to find what happened to Ash. Alright, I believe this is what makes up most of Ash right here. About 12 bags of Ash to construct. I see pants. I see his jacket maybe. I see fingers. Are those his fingers? Wow, poor Ash has been just disintegrated. But we will rebuild. We will rebuild from the ashes. Let's see, typically Mega Construct says take 1, 2, 3 bags right here and work on those through a few different stages. Bags 1, 2, and 3. That way you don't get too carried away with all these pieces. And again, there's not too many pieces in each one bag individually. You gotta build something up, right? So let's pour these out. I wanna see Ash's face in bag 3. Mega's brick separator is like a surfboard. What is that? Did we read that each character has 3 switchable faces? There's kinda grumpy, angry Ash, ready to battle Ash, like happy I caught something really cool Ash, and just like, you know, I'm cool Ash. And oh well, we didn't start with bag 1. I hope that didn't set everyone's OCD off. And bag 2. It looks like his head, maybe. This might be everything inside Ash's mind. If Ash fell off a waterfall onto a hard rock, this is what would be left of him. Although, why would he have 3 faces? Why would he have 3 faces? Let's take a moment to reveal a Poke card. For Pokemon Day, I will share 5 of my most favorite cards. On the backside of this is nothing other than a Greedent Nom 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 and Scissors Stampede. A Greedent V Stampede. That's what you're seeing there. There's Greedent pulling a, what? I don't know what's going on there. There's a bunch of Squirrelvets there pulling on a log to body slam their opponent. Feels like an Ewok tactic if I've ever seen one. But a really nice looking Greedent V card that I ordered on the secondary market. Okay, I gotta build something here. What can I build? One of the things I don't like about Mega Builds is they always make you place pieces flat, like grouping together, and then you put a piece on top. Can be a little tricky because they can go flying, as the pieces can be a little tighter. But in reality, over the years, I've always enjoyed the Mega brand. I think it's been pretty good. It's a good secondary source aside from Lego. I don't think I've encountered this piece before from Mega. It's got 4 studs off to the side instead of just 2. And it's really kind of funny how they're offset off the brick. This must be Ash's head. I do not see a brain cavity yet. How many Squirrelvets does it take to build one Ash head? The instructions are proving to be way difficult. I keep accidentally jumping ahead. Here's the back of his head, by the way. Oh my, Landry, hair is so challenging. How do you do that squirrel tail every day? I don't know. Hey Barry, have you heard anything interesting about this earpiece print? Okay, I got the hair installed on both the sides and the back. Now I get to choose a face. Choosing Ash's face. Do we make him grumpy again? Do we make him just content? Or do we make him excited? I think I'm gonna go with excited right now. And I hope it's pretty easy to switch out as we continue. I think you could just pop it up from the cheek there. So I think that's what we'll go with to start, and we'll place these aside, continuing on. Hat building 101 here, again with the pieces laying flat on the ground, trying to match up. Always excitingly hard. What do you think, Grandpa Squirrel? Have I built you a nice isotoner bath raft? Gotta say, Ash, I'm impressed by how complicated your hat is, even. And now it's time for our favorite segment, Hat Logo Lineup Time. If you get the pieces just right, you may be able to build his hat. And so with the hat completion, we finish the head. The first 3 bags, we'll place this hat on top. And we've got Ash's head. I'm impressed with the detail, and I also like this little feature. You can move his hat how you wish. If you want it to be placed backwards, just twist it on around. Even his hair is poking up from the back of the brim there and back around. So really fun looking hat and a really fun, clever looking face. We should be able to switch these out really at ease, and we can now continue on with more of his body. But we'll take a 15-minute break first, as this feels like it took me at least a half an hour to build up. As the squirrels tickle Ash's head, we bring in bag 4 and 5, where we will assemble Ash's iconic backpack and torso jacket. Well, just torso and jacket, right? And backpack. It feels like I'm building a circuit board. Are you an android, Ash? After the lengthy process of building his head up, this is taking a little quicker, so this is a good reprieve from all that technical hair install. Gots to say, color is popping on this build. Fantastic use of the Pokemon World color palette. And we can finally reveal what is inside Ash's iconic backpack. Nothing, just a lot of brick. Mega does take a lot of use of the flip the brick and build from the other side approach. I see that all the time. Feels like their own unique style. I don't see that as much from Lego. I'm curious to see how many sandwiches did Ash eat today. Well, we've covered up that stomach. And with this final part, finished bags 4 and 5. Ooh, I don't want to know what that part is. Before we slide in bags 6 and 7, let's pick another card. Pick a card, how about this one right here? What favorite card will this be? I spy a Squirrelvet. Ah, isn't it adorable? I need to find a way to change out Pikachu on this Ash build with the giant Squirrelvet, don't I? Oh, and I just realized I have missing pieces. How did that happen? Easy fix, and we can keep going with bag 6 and 7. A lot more torso to do. Ash will be quite the stud. There are studs everywhere. Ooh, layered t-shirt. I like that. And then overlay jacket piece. Ooh, I like how they've got button and loop, or button and hole, or whatever. Now to match up the side jacket. And a backpack loop. Then add a couple backpack straps and this weird head collar thingy. And I think we've got his torso jacket constructed. It's pretty layered and mostly solid. You could throw this down a flight of stairs and I think everything would stay pretty well together except for maybe these lower coattails. And now we can finally give Ash something to rest his head on. His body. Pretty good proportions. The only thing I don't really like is that big hole at the back of that post. It's on both sides, so it's unavoidable. He's got kind of a neck hole. Ash, are you a smoker? Anyhow, next up is bag 8. We bring in bag 8 to build up Ash's crotchety zone. Are you a bit crotchety today, Ash? And the first look of the jeans color emerges, almost Squirtle-esque. Ah, there's my sold separately Squirtle now. No, Ash's pants color not the same as Squirtle's heads, arm, and tail and squirt. But we'll still look fancy nonetheless. See if we can put this all together. Are you a belt size 30? 32? 36? Oh, I hope not, Ash. 40? You're a 40? Whoa. Belt buckle install? Fairly detailed. Your crotch is going to be the crotchety of Crotchtown. Oops, belt is backwards. There. And so I think I say with these side belt pieces, we've constructed up the belt and the lower leg area, and we can now set that in under Ash's belly. Does it stand? Does it stand? Not as sturdy as just Ash's belly, but it does stand. It'll be okay for a while over here. Hope you don't fall over. And now we officially move into a lot of pants building. A lot of pants creation. I am not sure if I'm looking forward to bags 9 and 10. This will probably run me about an hour. It's really deceiving. You think, oh, it's not bad, I got this. And then all of a sudden you look at the clock and it's an hour later. And there's a lot of tiny micro pants pieces in here. We're gonna build up 2 hips, which go down to the knees and shins. So there's quite an elaborate pantastrophe here. So all of this turns into this. Oh, Ash, did you fall down? Not gonna lie, that was incredibly painful to build. Definitely took me about 45 minutes at least. You gotta really pay attention to the direction of your thighs. That's something I don't get to say very often, but now we can place them on in, hoping that I have everything going on in the right direction still. I think maybe because there was so much light blue, it was a challenge to keep things oriented in the right direction. The shin pieces were a little bit easier, but still pretty complicated. We got a double ball jointed knee. I like that. That's going to give you extra stability for when he stands. But for the moment, he's just going to be laying down. I see some okay mobility. Now we got to move on to the sneakers in bag 11. Oh yay, more tiny micro pieces. There's so many, and a good strategy, which I didn't really do with the pants. Keep your micro pieces separated from pieces that may be just slightly larger. Bag 12. I think these sneakers are going to be pretty challenging. What are these, his toes? We'll find out. So let's get through some of these. Let's see what these sneakers are going to turn out to look like. Oh, these shoes. These shoes are not too much fun to build. I do like how they have direct surface prints instead of a lot of stickers. That kind of helps out. Ash actually has a hinge in his sneaker. I do like that. But it sure makes them a little complicated to work on. So we gotta build 2 of these. I've got one constructed, now I gotta finish off a second foot. Alright, tappity tap tap tap. We got both of his sneakers ready to go. Feet, I like them. They're just a little bit, it's hard when you're building two things at the same time, I guess I should say. And we'll just connect those over onto his feet, and now we can stand up our Ash. Surprisingly stable, I like it. Nice good footprint. Flat footprint is holding him up. And he's pretty tall, over 12 inches they say. But he's standing well, and I think we're gonna have okay movement there. It's not like a full-on sit. It only goes about halfway you would expect. The knee joint's pretty good. Oh, the knee joint's very good. That kicks back nicely. The hip joint is a little tight because of the jacket. And the feet are gonna give you a good range of motion for standing. It's not like you're gonna be putting this guy into some crazy stances, but it's really gonna pull off well. Of course, he looks funny without arms, and we still have some arms. And it looks like bags 11 and 12 here have all his arm pieces, hands and everything included, much smaller. And so something like, oh my, not like that at all.
Whoop, excuse me.
So we have our shoulders with sleeves, an elbow attachment to a arm, and then our hands. The hands turned out really well, all 4 fingers on there with the thumb, and a little bit of a glove there, green glove. Obviously our forearm there with a green wristband, and our shoulders with sleeves, elbows, too. And I did my best to completely mix these up, I hope. So let's try a shoulder here, nice solid ball joint. Then let's pop on an arm to an elbow, and a thumb. Grab on our other arm sleeve, another elbow, and our final hand. You get that on there? That's finishing the construction. Whoa, his leg fell off, hang on. Finishing the construction of Ash. Let's get him stable, he's a little bit wonky. Okay, not bad, not too bad at all for the first mega build of Ash. They really went all in with this showcase set. I do hope we see a more basic form of Ash at some point. Oh, this leg just keeps wanting to pop. I do hope we can see a more basic, quick build Ash, something like maybe more Bionicle-esque at some point so that they kind of match a little bit better with some of the smaller Pokemon sets. But this one is good, it's stable, he's standing well. Sometimes there's a little bit of over joint poppage, but really standing quite well. Got the backpack, love the straps going around the shoulders and sides, the jacket too. Looks great, his hair looks great. The moving hat. Plenty of arm positioning for Pokeball throwing and everything. It's gonna work out really well. So yay, we got Ash constructed in about, I think it took me at least 3 hours to go through this. It's always a little slower when on camera because I have to keep adjusting cameras. But about a 3.5 hour build on that one. I like to take time on it too and enjoy it, so I don't like to rush through it. Very well done, Ash, very well done. Uh-oh, Tiny Ash. I think this light bulb is out. Can you fix it for me? We can move on into the Pikachu build with bags 13 and 14. You can see the yellow, it's here. Pikachu is here. It's been a little while since we constructed our last Pikachu of this scale, maybe Detective Pikachu. We'll see how big he is compared to Detective Pikachu. And at one point, years ago, we had built a much larger Pikachu. I think this one will be very much scaled to those mid-size scale set builds. So maybe if you don't like Pikachu on there, you might be able to throw a Squirrel on his back. Looking at the faceplates, they're pretty close. So I think maybe just maybe you could custom your favorite Pokemon on top of Ash's back. But of course, why would Ash have anyone else but Pikachu, right? Like Ash, the Pikachu build starts with his head. We've got 3 face prints. We'll take a look at him closer. Ooh, he's angry. I really hope we have the ability to switch Ash's head with Pikachu's head. That would be fun.
Oh no!
Anyhow, let's construct up Pikachu's head here. Before we check out Pikachu, though, let's do another card. 3 cards left of my faves. This one. Are you catching a theme yet? It's a Squirrel, a cute illustration card of a Squirrel. Now, actually, I need your keen eye. Is this card legit? I got this through the mail, and I don't know, the way Squirrel reflects is a little odd, but yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's real. It's got nest stash ability, just a really cool illustration card of cute little Squirrel resting on a couch. Very nice. Okay, now we can work on Pikachu's brains. Gotta say, I usually have a tough time with yellow. It's so bright, but after the bland blue of Ash's pants, I'm enjoying this yellow, and there's still a few turquoise pieces to add through too. I feel like each time I work on a new Pikachu brains, it gets more complicated. What is going on here? Okay, it's time to pick a faceplate. What do we have here? Well, we have Grumpy. Remember, Pikachu's going to be on the back of Ash, so this won't match my current happy-go-lucky Ash face. A little bit too grumpy. And we got this one. This one's a little bit too much. No, it would kind of match Ash's open mouth craziness. I think I'm just gonna go with general, straight across the board, Pikachu look right there. It should match any expression from Ash. And again, whoa! And again, that really flew away from me. Again, you can switch these out anytime, if you wish. And again, whoa! And now I've constructed some ears. Let's hope I get them on the right way. There's been many a times I've messed that part up. They try to give you a good little guide, slow motion wise. So I think that's it. Rabbit ears up or down or however you want. Did I just say rabbit? Am I Thor? What's going on? And I think I'm just about through constructing half a torso. Kind of an interesting break there. They placed this in 2 builds of bag. So I have to go look for a couple more bags. I got a ton of extra pieces going here. Your one complicated little critter. Here's bag 15 and 16. We'll continue up the build. I'm always challenged by what's going to be larger, his head, his body, his legs. For the most part today, the 2 to 3 bag system has been working really well. So we just keep adding on to whatever I'm building right now. More lining up of stripes. Pikachu's side fluff can be just as difficult as Ash's hair tile pieces. I think I got it going right. Then watch out too for some of the prints on the bricks here. This 1x3 studded piece here with just a couple little lines there for his feet. So you gotta kind of be vigilant and looking for them. Got one of the rabbit's foots built. Rabbit again. What's with the rabbit? And a couple Pikachu arms constructed. I think they're either or side. Got cute little fuzzy hands in there. I just corrected one of the arms, but I may have messed something up as I had a different hinge piece in there, but I think I fixed it. We can continue. And yet again, I think I missed even more plates on those arms. What a challenge. The tail even was probably one of the hardest things I've constructed, probably just because I've been building for so long. I need to take a break, and we'll do so after Pikachu here. Let's get Pikachu's tail on. Ooh, I got it backwards. There we go. Very complicated tail, trying to get these prints looking right. You might want to read ahead while you work on the tail. But I think we've got him constructed a little bit smaller than I first would think. Maybe even smaller than a Detective Pikachu build. He's kind of got this kind of interesting archiness to his body so that he can sit up on Ash. If you wish, you can start adding some electrical details to his cheeks, but I'm going to hold off for just a little bit before I go there, just so we can see how he looks on top of Ash. But next to build on our bag 17 and 18, which is this giant round base they're going to stand upon. And even the stand has several bags. This is the main structure. Then you add on bags 19 and 20 for some decoration. Then 21, 22, and 23 for even more decoration. So it's pretty elaborate. I think I'm just going to run this off screen and get it done. Then we can take a look at this. Okay, there is your display base, and obviously Mega Constructs always kind of overdoes it on this sort of thing. They really go for the fine tile work, plant life, really hurt your fingers type of thing going. But it's gonna look really good, and it's super sturdy. It's really heavy. There's at least 3 bags again of pieces going into this thing. You've got a stalk to place Pikachu on and a giant one to put Ash on. I think it attaches to his backpack. There is a small little hole under his bag which you will attach that to. And you've got some positioning. There's an arm here that kind of moves. Oh, I lost a plant. That'll happen real easy. You can place this in grooves for various height adjustments. It's a little bit tight with this vine going behind it, and I wish they could have figured out how to use this in a transparent beam. It's kind of really stark and ugly, stands out a little bit too much, but it's gonna do its job. Now that my fingers are starting to feel less numb, we can go to the final 2 bags. I believe we need to build a trophy and a Pokeball. There's a 25 and a 24. Those are our final bags. Mostly intricate tiny pieces here. It's been a very intricate tiny pieces kind of build. I've kind of run through this in about 24 hours. I would suggest take a little more time. Let your fingers reset a little bit. And bag 25. So let's see the final 2 things. I believe this is going to be a trophy, and maybe it's all going to be trophy. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's right, a small potion bottle to hang on to. 1 giant Pokeball build. Usually these are just a little bit smaller for Mega Constructs, but I suppose this will scale. And by the way, both of these have a little peg to peg into Ash's hand. Pokédex build, opening and closing to reveal a screen to play with. Revealing a screen to identify Pokemon and store with. Oh, and before we get to the trophy, another favorite 5 Pokemon. What could it be? What could it be? You've got to see this one coming. It's a Pachirisu! 2 of them! Nice illustration card. Electricity pouches. Here's a card I've been looking for a little bit and found one on a good spot. So everyone just charge this Pachirisu. Really pretty hollow shiny card. And the trophy build accessory. Ooh, ow. I love how they introduced a really complicated build at the very end when your fingers are at their tiredest. And it's a little bit crooked. In fact, the hamburger print on top is going to the side, so it's a little bit off. But I like it nonetheless. It's kind of like a fun little extra. It's all mainly about Ash and Pikachu, but it's fun to have a trophy. Alright, let's finally set some things up here. Everything is built and ready. We'll place Pikachu down on the stand over here. We'll give Pikachu a really nice running position. This Pikachu really feeling better on all 4s or on Ash's back. And then let's place Ash down on his stand. Let's see if I've got the correct angle. I think I want to straighten it up a little bit. Got some vines in the way. And again, backpack hole should place right into this spine here. Oh gosh, Ash, that's gotta hurt. Just lost his leg in the process. These double jointed knees are good for not being loose, but they do pop out, if that makes any sense. The hinge doesn't feel loose when he stands, but they do like to pop. He is almost floating on that stand. And I suppose I'll give him holding a Pokeball. I think that'll be his best accessory. I love that the fingers will wrap around. And there we go, constructed! Nice and steady and strong, so you can place this somewhere in a high trafficked area, and it should hold up pretty well. Ash shouldn't fall over. Without the stand, I found Ash to be pretty sturdy, so that's kind of cool. But here's a good way of ensuring he's not going to topple off a bookshelf on you. He'll hold pretty well here. And you can also give him some interesting poses without worrying about him toppling over. What a build, though. What a fantastic showcase build. We've got extra little lightning details if you want to add on to Pikachu there. I'll put a couple on his cheeks really fast. And you can also place them in abundance of places. I think for the moment I'll just do that. I love the fact that Ash's hat turns. That to me is one of the coolest, quick, really easy things to do with the set build to give it a different face. And of course the different face plates too. So this would be one fun way to display. How about getting Pikachu up on Ash's back? Well, popping off this post here, leaving some of Pikachu's stomach. Downside of Mega Constructs, sometimes things just kind of fall off. Did I just say Mega Constructs? It's so hard to keep track of this now. I mean, we went from Mega Blocks to Mega Constructs, now just to Mega. Although sometimes I still see it referred as Mega Blocks, maybe for the smaller build sets. We've got a little post here to place onto Pikachu's belly for backpack installation. So now we can place him in several locations. I believe we'll start on the backpack. There's a spot right here. I don't know if that's going to be wide enough. Can I get him in there? How are they supposed to do this? It's going to rotate his legs down. Oh, there we go. What I don't like about that is a very, very short post. He may just fall off Ash's back. Oh, it looks so cute though. It looks so classic. But long term, I probably wouldn't display like that. I think it might just pop off on you and you'd find Pikachu on the floor. But that is so cool. Oh my gosh. That is ultimately a cool combo. Absolutely love this piece. It's such a great display piece. And then there's some other fun places to put Pikachu. Here's a good one. Oh, that kind of removed pretty tightly. He may just hold on. So also, up on top of his hat, you can place Pikachu. Oh, this is too funny. Oh, that's another great one. This one would probably hold better because it's vertical. He's not gonna hang down. You can get his feet kind of interlocking over his hat. I kind of wish there was an Ash face sculpt that had him looking up. That would be really clever and fun. But this is so cute. This is perfect. And it makes the toy so much taller. Now we're at what? Ash on stand goes to about 13 inches, and then you add Pikachu, he's up to 18 inches in height. So a really quite fun place to place him. And there's one more location, one more great location for displaying Pikachu on Ash. Oh, he just popped off his hat piece. Once again, Mega, we should be able to post Pikachu right on this little button on Ash's jacket, somewhere in there. How are we gonna do it? Will it hold? I don't know if I can get a good hold on this, but technically, you're supposed to be able to get a spot right there. Ah, that's right. Use an extender. So with the yellow post in, add a black post on top of the yellow so it's a little bit longer. That way you can reach to Ash's jacket. And, oh, it's a little tipsy. I don't have it in the best spot. Right now it looks like Pikachu is trying to force feed Ash some melon berries or whatever we got going. I don't know. So play with this one a little bit, try to get it how you would like. Also noting there's ports on his arms you could place Pikachu. I think on both sleeves you could place Pikachu there and there. And maybe if you're really good into Ash's hair, and possibly Ash's knee joints. For now, I'm gonna pop Pikachu off here. Oh, lost his belly again. And I'm going to leave him connected to the ground. It is the most safest point. And now, for everyone's curiosities, we will see if we can switch their faceplates. What? It has to be possible, right? They're almost the same shape. They are a little bit different. Ash has just a little bit of a deeper chin. So to switch your faceplates, find a spot to get your fingernail under. They're a little tighter than I imagined. And then, oh, rats, they aren't perfect. They're not a perfect fit, but we've got some spare pieces. And for Ash, I think all we really need is just to extend out maybe a stud. We'll see here. I'll place a couple square studs up on his, what would be his eyes. He's back to robot form. And let's see if we can install this Pikachu face. I think it was Ash's hair, actually, that was causing that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. And for Pikachu, Pikachu's not going to be happy about this. Well, I offset it just a little bit. You can fit it, but I offset it or add another tile underneath. And there we go. Oh gosh, this is the best part. This is really fun. Oh, hang on. So with a little minor adjustments, you can switch their face plates, either just add a couple studs underneath behind, or like in Pikachu, Ash could choose, it's just a little offset to the side. And there may be other ways to make it look even better. I just wanted to quickly go through. Oh, that is too cool. That is too funny. I love that effect. So there you go. I am very impressed with this build. I would give it 4 squirrels out of 5. 4 squirrels out of 5. Maybe losing a squirrel point because it can be very tedious at sometimes. Mega Brick can be a little tighter than Lego, a little pinchier on the fingers. I got through the Ash build really well, up into the pants, struggled there. Pikachu came together pretty well. The base was a struggle. It feels like there's way more pieces in the base that need to be, and really pinch up the fingers. And by the time you get to the base and the accessories, your fingers are pretty worn out and tired. So the build process is pretty pinchy. I would agree with 18 and up. It needs to be built by a more advanced builder and someone with more patience than a typical Lego build. But for a showcase build, this is spot on. Awesome, great for display. Oh, and one final card to look at, one of my faves. It's a Greedent V. Finally caught up with a Greedent V. Look at the firebomb behind him. What is going on there? That is spectacular. I used Greedent all the way through the end on good old sword and shield gameplay. What fun with a Greedent. Fun to finally catch on some favorite squirrel cards. So there's the path to victory Ash and Pikachu build. I hope you enjoyed it today. Please give us a like, squirrelibe, squamment your favorite feature of this build or your favorite Mega Pokemon build. There's some new pixel art Pokemon from Mega 2 that I want to check out soon. Thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that. Good night, Tiny Ash. You were so helpful today.